coming up.
A non-compliant guest makes a bride's jaw drop.
Even getting just to do coffee was impossible. And she's in Nairobi, so...
And then it's a digital wedding as Janet and Shem go paperless in their wedding preps.
We have few cards printed for them, those who are yet to embrace IT.
Gotta grab hold of life with all of my might, like each moment just might be my last. Leave my worries behind, well, I still got the time. Leave it all in the past. You get one chance at life, so I'm living it right, and I'll risk it all come what may. Make it here, make it now. I've got so much to live for today. Every minute I waste, I'm losing the taste of everything life has to give. I feel young, I feel free, gotta think about me, show the world how to live. Like a rocket I'll blast, I'm rising so fast, the sky is no limit for me. Make it here, make it now, I've got so much to live for today. I'll be the game's MVP, the one you want to be.
Julie, who works in an NGO, and Pete, a computer engineer by training, currently working with an entertainment franchise in capacity building and leadership development, have a love story that began back in the days of their high school years.
There's a time we were in a roundtable discussion and she was very highly opinionated. So I'd look at her and wonder, hey, chick, you're so outspoken and so strong-willed.
So after high school, I left for the States to study. And at that point, we were like, okay, we like each other. And I don't want to see you with another girl, but we want like dating. So I think after the long distance thing is when that, oh, I miss you. Oh, I love you. Oh, come back. So kind of that's when it was official.
After the declaration of love for each other, would the blossoming relationship survive the long distance?
We've also broken up a couple of times. It's just a matter of, you're not open, you're not letting me, you're not in. Just drama. Nothing, it's never been about anyone else, I don't think so.
We have
very
totally different personalities.
Yeah, he's smart. He's very quiet.
I'm laid back,
and,
I'm a bit reserved and chilled out.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
all
all over
over
the place.
And you'll know she's entered. Yeah. There are times she's come over to my place and she starts singing and I tell her, keep quiet, please.
Yeah,
and
the
she
time
gets
she told
off.
me, you're making noise.
She
and
gets
it's
so
during the
offended.
day, like...
Because me, I'm used to silence and like here, it's so quiet. I love this. Now she starts singing some funny Kamba Kikuyu mixture song. And I'm like, please keep quiet.
Yeah, so we're that different.
After 7 long years of dating, Pete finally decided to take their relationship a notch higher and make a formal proposal. Julie had for a long time thought that Pete would do it on her birthday, but with the help of the Samantha bridal team, Pete had a rare chance of popping the big question in a unique way.
His idea was he didn't want to propose to me when I know, like it wouldn't be a surprise, yeah? I think because of the way I am, I planned, so I had all these plans. He proposes in August, I do this in this month, no. So it didn't happen. So I was kind of like annoyed for a while, and then my friend, she's called Anne, you featured her wedding, and she got this, the bridal shower you do for people. So I see him suddenly, like, what is he doing here? And then he's like so confident. Usually he's not. Around lots of girls, he's not very confident. But he was there, he joined the table. I'm like, what is going on? And then, he sits down, and then now my friend Anne is like, so everyone says a vote of thanks, just something to thank, Samantha Bridal for doing this for us. And then when he got his turn, he kept talking.
I love you so much. As we plan towards next year and as we work together, just I'm here with you and we work with you. And for that reason,
Oh my God!
So on this particular day when you guys were being taken out for that treat, I knew it would be the perfect time to do it because we are not talking, no phone calls, no texts, so I'd have enough time to plan myself. So I went and I decided today will not end without me proposing to her.
After the memorable formal proposal, the couple is now planning their nuptial and has a budget of 700,000 Kenyan shillings, which is approximately 7,800 US dollars, with a guest list of 500. Julie and Pete are not planning to have a committee, but are relying on family and friends to raise that cash.
We hadn't saved money for the wedding. The biggest chunk of money is going to food.
Yeah.
Catering, because they're very particular about that.
Bride Julie desires to have a black tie event. However, she fears that this idea may not be received well by some of her guests.
I mentioned to my mom, she's like, hi, it's gonna be, people will take it, the ones who understand our friends will let them know.
While Pete has had an easy time finding and managing his groomsmen, Julie has had a rough time not only choosing her bridal team, but also meeting their demands.
It wasn't easy. Oh my gosh. It's brought a few tears to my eyes, honestly. And the ones I really wanted, somehow something happens, like no longer in your life anymore. Suddenly they have disappeared. The one I really wanted didn't work out. I don't know why. She didn't say no. I didn't ask her, but just even getting just to do coffee was impossible. And she's in Nairobi, so. Those are the moments I was feeling really bad because I always knew she was going to be one of my bridesmaids. Like, I was sure I'd even told her, oh, when I get married, you have to be there, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Despite the huddles, Julie and Pete have managed to put their wedding plans in order, but perfect planning is no guarantee that everything will work out perfectly come the D-Day.
So I have that fear that people just think and do their own things. I think that would be a big fear for me. Like,
I think at the end of the day, my agenda is to get married. So whether something has collapsed somewhere, I don't care. But I'll care about how she feels. So if she's not comfortable, then it will be a huge blow to me.
It's a beautiful world I'm waiting to share.
Our second couple, Janet Ogake, a psychotherapist, and Shemo Diambo, a logistician, met through a mutual friend, and after many phone calls and dates later, a beautiful romantic relationship ensued.
We met through a friend again, so he organized for a coffee date with my friend, and then things worked out that way until today.
It clicked. There on it developed, but I knew for sure she was the right one for me.
Unlike our first couple, who took 7 long years of courtship, these two lovebirds are walking down the aisle after only 8 months of dating. For 2 months, Mr. Shem has been saving to buy an engagement ring that would fit his budget to take the relationship a notch higher in an exceptional way.
Was not worried that she would say no because I have all these qualities and I don't have any curse in my head to warrant me lose such a beautiful lady.
Unlike our first couple who are having a black tie event, Janet and Shem are planning an African-themed wedding, and despite the fact that they have a wedding planner, Janet and Shem have settled to go the digital way to ease their wedding preps.
So this is our wedding app. This one, it's called Our Wedding. So it has 4 things. To-do list, that's a checklist. It has all the things that need to be done in a wedding, thing I've not done. And best man's accessories I've not done. So it keeps me on check.
This application, I thank my brother for inventing or bringing it in the picture because this will help most grooms and brides plan well in advance and not to be caught up with time.
Janet and Shem currently have a budget of 850,000 Kenya shillings, which is approximately 9,450 US dollars. The couple hopes that their digital strategy will help them cut down the budget.
We had a plan to print 100 cards, and one card was costing 2,000 shillings. A card with a program, invitation for evening party. So we decided to do like 50 cards, and the rest.
And even when it comes to handling their bridal party affairs, the digital technology has come in handy since most of Janet and Shem's team are out of town.
We have a WhatsApp account to communicate with the bridal party, because all of them are not in Nairobi, about the dresses, the suits for the men. We are able to update on how far their clothing is, and they even chose. I sent them a variety of dresses, and they picked one, and I'm working on it.
Coming up.
Will the suppliers deliver according to this digital couple's expectations? And then, will this wedding planner translate to what Julie and Pete vision into reality?
It will be in a very challenging time, but we're very hopeful.
There's a beautiful world I'm waiting to share.
It's 3 months to Janet and Shem's nuptial. Today, Shem is meeting an IT expert who happens to be his brother to install the software application that will make their wedding preps easier.
I've come here to see my brother, Santos Okota, who's developed an interesting app that will help my life as far as his wedding is concerned. The application is called Wedding Glitter. Okay, Wedding Glitter, that's the logo. And it's available on Google Play Store. Okay, any bride or groom can download and start connecting with other people. You see, you'll be able to cut costs of printing cards. Okay, you automatically send invitations, and you just log in once. The rest is done on your phone book, because you don't need to print anything nowadays. So it really helps couples to do that. We are going paperless, huh? Paperless wedding. Yeah. The other parts we've done, which are the social media strategy for the wedding, Facebook, Twitter, and the web page. So people will be able to watch your show after, watch the wedding. For those who will miss, they can watch it all over again. I'm very much pleased with the fact that I'm going to cut costs. Yes. In making of cards. These cards are very expensive. Yes. So I have to appreciate you so much for all this.
Meanwhile, it's 1 month to Janet and Shem's wedding, and Janet, accompanied by her wedding planner, are at the bridal shop looking for an evening gown. She has already bought her wedding gown, and being a digital bride, she has checked out the various online platforms on the kind of dress that she wants and hopes she finds one that matches her taste.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. How can I help you?
I'm looking for an evening dress,
Yes.
preferably a long one.
A long one.
Yeah.
For what kind of an occasion?
Evening party.
Evening
My
party.
wedding, yeah.
Or for a wedding. You are the bride, yeah?
Yeah, I'm the bride.
Oh, okay.
You can try
So-
short as well.
Or you also want to look at short?
Yeah.
Okay. What is
bright.
the color scheme of your wedding?
It's royal blue, but for the
Royal
evening
blue.
I won't do that.
Something
Something
different.
different.
Okay. We've got some long dresses on that side.
Wow, that's nice.
Nice. That flatters your
Pretty.
body.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
That's nice on you.
Yeah. Let's see the
That's nice.
Come out. Come out.
Nice.
Very
Everyone?
elegant.
Yeah, right.
Check your curvy. This is what you should wear.
No, it's too short.
No, come on.
Got the legs.
beautiful.
Nice legs. Nice curvy body.
It's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
I feel it's too short.
It's not short.
It's an evening party we are talking about. It's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
the gown for the wedding. It's your evening.
What's your opinion?
Lovely. It's nice. It's pretty.
Elegant.
It's
Beautiful.
long. Does it have a scarf?
Yeah, it has a scarf.
I like this and I think I'm just going to go with it.
Okay, me I prefer the short one. What about you?
Something short really looked nice on you, having spent the whole day in a gown that is long. So,
But I,
yeah.
I
For a
should
change,
go with something that's comfortable
short
for me.
one.
wow.
Long is good.
It's a perfect dress for your evening.
Yeah.
It's a perfect dress for you.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that you love it. It's a perfect dress for your evening. Well,
Okay.
happy we got a dress.
I fitted at least 3 dresses, but my friend insisted I get the short one, but I'm not into short dresses. So I stood my foot and I got the one I wanted, the long one, and I'll pay for it and go with it.
Back to our first couple. It's 3 weeks to Julie and Pete's big day, and they're on their way to the decor provider to discuss their plans for the big day. The couple met him at the Samantha Bridal Fair, and they can only hope that this supplier will translate what they have in mind into reality.
The reason why we chose them is they just have our vision. We didn't have to struggle explaining it to them. They know what we want, the lighting, everything, the ambience, the centerpieces, they have it. And so we want to have a discussion with them and see what they can offer on our wedding day. We met them at the Samantha Bridal Fair. And we were like, no, this one, we have to. Initially, we wanted rectangular tables. And the venue had some rectangular tables. But we went there and they were not the same size. So
Okay.
And the number of guests you're having, what do you think? Should we use the rectangular tables or just round tables?
Well, I think in this case we would have to use the round tables because even for the rectangular tables that are available, they're not even.
Yeah.
And one thing is that when it comes to rectangular tables, all have to be evenly sized and shaped at the end of the day. And if they're all not the same like that, then it cannot happen. But also still the same thing. Well, the kind of decor that they want is that one, Julie, her theme is all white with hints of pink here and there. And that is just what we are going to do. In actual sense, even what we'll do is that we'll also create a very nice, warm, soothing pink ambience in the venue, all right? And then also in the high table background, now Peter, his color is aqua blue. So the high table background will be in aqua blue. And we'll have very small hints of, let me say, of white draping, which will come at the back of the high table. And then also we'll have white rice lights that will also, let me say cap off the final look of the wedding.
Meanwhile, it's 2 weeks to Janet and Shem's wedding day, and today Janet and her wedding planner are heading to the venue of their wedding to meet the decor supplier. After researching on the internet, Janet has an idea on the type of decor that she wants, but she soon discovers that the suppliers do not have what she has in mind.
Hi, Victor.
Hi.
I've come to check out the decor.
Yes.
And the tie bags especially. So specific, and the tabletop.
At the table, at the setup of the table, we decided we should have a runner. Then the vase, it will have inside some crystal balls with the water lilies.
Which kind of crystal balls?
Blue crystal balls with the water lilies inside.
Which kind of lilies are you going to do?
We are going to do white lilies and yellow lilies.
But there are things I didn't like the njahi, but I like the chicken, and chapati was a bit thick. I like it. I'll prefer it a bit lighter. But I've explained everything and the salad, so I'm hoping everything will go on well. In food and beverage, I'm done with reception food.
On the other side of town, it's 3 weeks to Julian Pete's wedding, and despite the fact that this bride-to-be already has a wedding gown, she has taken it to the seamstress for adjustments. In addition, Julie and her friend will check out the bridal dresses.
I want my fiancé to be wowed that day. Yeah, like tears and everything. And my guests as well. Because they love my whole back to stare. So, Nani, I'm just thinking. You see, when I stand like this.
Yeah, it gets a bit.
Yeah. So I think you can hold, they make it a bit tight. Yeah, so pretty much that's my dress. It was custom made for me, and thank God it fits. The look we wanted for the maids is just a dress like, pretty much like mine, yeah? Trumpet, and then with, what is it called? Lace. Or
Lace,
what is it?
yeah.
A lace on top. They also wanted low backs. Low backs and just something that's really fierce, and they look really hot because they'll be doing bands. And because it's a black tie event, I want them to look really classy and, you know, all that good stuff.
Coming up.
A perfectionist bride with tough demands.
I know they'll do a good job because we had a lot of meetings with them.
And then, will Janet and Shem's digital strategy help them handle their wedding plans?
Just in case, because you know we are Africans.
Julian Pete's big day is finally here. The two met during their high school years, and it has taken nearly 7 years for the duo to walk down the aisle. At the bride's place, the bride and her bridal party are all spruced up, but the stylist has not yet arrived. In the Kamba culture, negotiations between the two families have to take place before the bride can be finally handed over to the groom's place. All has gone well. However, bride Julie has been told that she can't leave the house before the women sing for her. Initially, bride Julie desired to be driven in her dad's car. However, the bride changed his mind as the car wouldn't complement the wedding theme. Meanwhile, at the church, Pete and his groomsmen are already here and anxiously waiting for the bride to say, "I do," in front of family and friends.
The morning is going on well. We're on time. Yes. So there's a bit of a worry because it's a Friday. So we're wondering if we'll be on time. But here we are. And I can't wait for us to make it happen. Yes.
Peter, I want you to find out if you really have the person that you came here to marry today. And if it is the person that you came to marry, I want you to just turn around. Do you, Julian Doba, take Peter Karaoke to be your husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others, and holding only unto him?
I do. I, Julie, take thee, Peter,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
and I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
And with all my worldly goods,
I thee endow.
I thee endow.
In the name of the Father,
in the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
The bride and the groom depart for their photo shoot to make memories from the big day. However, they encounter a major setback.
Apparently, the hotel was, I think, hosting some dignitaries. So, and we had booked way in advance, like 3 months before. So when they booked us in, they didn't know that during that season, they will have such people in. So as we went comfortably in, went to the lawn outside to take some photos, and one of the people, their managers there, came and said, "What are you guys doing here?"
That October there were pumpkins on the front porch of the house that we picked at this roadside farm stand. We were going since homecoming. He had that special something, a future All-American. So young, nothing but time. But I'm older now, thinking about things gone by, like dances under gymnasium lights, first love butterflies, first love butterflies.
Reception. I know it is to die for. Oh my gosh, I want to eat. I'm hungry. I did eat in the morning, and just looking forward to just laughing, dancing, gifts, all that. I'm looking forward to that.
The reception is also taking place in the same venue, and preparations are taking place to make sure that everything is perfect before the new couple in town arrives.
So young, nothing but time. Oh, sweet time. But I'm older now, thinking about things gone by, like dances under gymnasium lights and first love butterflies. First love butterflies.
After the photo shoot, the newlyweds head over to the reception where they are joined by their family and friends in a celebratory song and dance.
Unaruka kama mmoja wa nyumba na munaimba.
Nothing but time. But I'm older now, thinking about things gone by, like dances under gymnasium lights and first love butterflies.
Asanteni sana kwa kuja. I have enjoyed this day. Back I was not believing it's my wedding. Anyway, we want to thank our service providers. Wale ambao kutustress. Thank you so much. You love the ambience, right? It's beautiful in here. Thank you so much to everyone who did hard work they did, even the one who did the cake, the food, everything. We really, really thank you.
Really good.
I'm someone saw you. And someone said I've danced like I wanted my wedding. I wanted people to dance. I wanted people to eat. We've eaten. It's beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my wedding. This is my wedding. This is my wedding. You know, my groom looks awesome. As in me, I haven't seen any hitch. Maybe the other people who are planning have seen, but I haven't seen any hitch. And I thank God. I'm so happy.
So how did this couple manage to raise their budget?
His dad formed like a committee with his friends, and they were very helpful. these men, they are older men, you know, and we were trying to explain the vision we had, and sometimes they wouldn't get it, but they were so supportive. And even they said, for this part of the budget that's remaining, we'll take care of it. So we were so happy. Oh, they were amazing people. Yeah, they really came through for us. Those wazers and that committee, they rock.
It was our budget.
Our budget was like 600,000.
Our budget was 624,000.
You know, I'm laughing because there are 9 million budget already.
Our budget was 624,000, and we got the best of the best. So for the men out there who think you have to bust your budget, you have to be a tycoon to get married, you don't have to. Yeah, it just takes that willingness. You want something, you want a wife, then you want just to live with her, then you will just get there.
We wish Julie and Pete a happily ever after.
There's a beautiful world I'm waiting to share.
Finally, Janet and Shem's big day is here. The two met through a friend and have all along used technology to plan their nuptial. Since the wedding is starting at midday, the bride and her party are taking their time getting spruced up for the celebrations.
Okay. We really wish her well, though we feel we are going to miss her. That intimacy that we have been having with her is no longer going to be there, but we hope we'll always meet and communicate. We hope she'll be responding the way she has been. Otherwise, we wish her well because this is what everybody looks forward to.
In the Kisii culture, negotiations must take place before the bride can be handed over to the groom's family. To avoid being fined for not being present during the negotiations, Shem is already prepared and has already arrived at the bride's place.
I just wanted to ensure everything is okay. This does not mean that I don't trust the people I put in place to assist. But just in case, because you know we are Africans.
At the wedding venue, guests have already arrived and a buffet has been set up for them to satiate their appetites as they wait for the couple to arrive. Back at the bride's place, the negotiations and preparations have been finalized, and Janet is now free to be joined in holy matrimony to the love of her life.
You are my sweetheart, baby, in every
Looking stunning in a strapless Cinderella gown, Janet walks down the aisle accompanied by her parents.
Congratulations for bringing the bride. Welcome for coming. Hug the bride and then you sit here.
Our Lord Jesus Christ was himself a guest at a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and through his Spirit, he is right here with us now.
Walk through my memory, see all that we have done in my dreams, in my dreams.
Biambo Okota, take you, Janet Ogega, to be my lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse.
Till death us to part, according to God's holy law.
This is my solemn vow.
And this is my solemn vow.
Finally say you can always have hope that I will be waiting through miles and loving through days yet to come and to go. Evermore, you can take every word that's ever been spoken as proof that we'll never be broken. We've made it somehow to evermore.
As the newlyweds dispersed for their photo shoot, family and friends head over to the reception in the same venue for some entertainment.
Actually, I was surprised to see people that I did not give cards physically. And that is a clear indication that
The ICAD work.
the ICAD worked.
Yeah.
The couple was able to use the application to plan their wedding. I'm happy they were able to cut costs to bare minimum in terms of sending invitations, in terms of doing your checklists.
Smile, I say hello. It seems to me all my life I've been waiting. If I missed out, just let me know. Give me a sign and I'll come running. Whatever the time, I'll be right there. Just say the word, you got my number. It's a beautiful world and I'm waiting to share. Give a sign and I'll come running.
After the celebrations, Janet and Shem are whisked away for their evening photo shoot.
Whenever you need me, that's the truth. You give
What are your sentiments on today's show? Share your views on our Facebook fan page, follow us on Twitter at Samantha's Bridal, or simply go to www.samantabridal.co.ke. Discussions are going on now.
Every picture tells a story, so they say. And long before we met, my heart was painting you. Now I'm standing here just staring at your face. And not even 1,000 words would do. How you're filled with such an unexpected grace, and vibrant as my eyes have ever viewed. For my love, when you are near, on my canvas will appear a vision of one true love. Vicino, Rimani Vicino. When you're far away, my heart